Hello, my beautiful Taurus. How are you doing? Welcome into your reading for the last week of October, 24th of October, reading for that week. We are going to be doing a reading that's going to get a lot of advice from you, from your spirit guides with regards to that week and the energy going on around you. I am also calling in your passed on loved one. We are moving into Samhain at the end of October in the Northern Hemisphere, and so many people are celebrating it. It will affect energies all over the globe because of that. We are calling in the passed on loved one and ancestor to give you advice right now and to show you what they see coming into your world. That bonus will be at the end of the main part of the reading. Sometimes it literally aligns with what's already out on the table, which is pretty mind-blowing. So let's get started. Let me first start out here by smudging out these cards and cleansing this area. So let's start. Spirit guides, please come in to my spirit room. I am calling my spirit guides to come in here, as well as whomever is watching out there, spirit guides as well. I'm also calling in the passed on loved one or the ancestors that will come in for the end of the reading so that they can guide us and give their beautiful family and bloodline advice. I'm now going to cleanse out the cards here so that all previous readings are no longer energetically linked to the cards. I'm also cleansing out the area so that the energy of whomever is watching out there can come in, please, for this reading. Remember, Spirit knows already and you'll be guided to this reading if you need to see it. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to get some cards out here and see what it is that you need to see and need to be advised about during this time. So, let's see, general reading, you'll know if it resonates. Check your rising, check your moon. If you want to have a personal reading with me, you can contact me. Email is below in the description box with information there as well. So let's get started in your reading. Let's see what advice is coming through for you at this time in your life. Okay, so we have got 3 different cards coming out. Spiritual teacher. Okay, I'm going to show you the cards. Let me move them a bit forward. Everything is okay, Taurus. And we've got to do some research. Okay, let's get into your reading. I'm going to read what it says here and then show you the cards. Spiritual teacher, all right? Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. I just heard your spirit guides say something when I was holding this card. And they said, but you need to heal yourself first before you can help others. You have to help yourself first. So there is some kind, whoever I am reading for here, Taurus, there is some kind of your greater purpose here. Seems to me it's got to do with helping other people in some kind of way, helping our planet in some kind of way. You might even be some kind of spiritual person. You might be like me, maybe interested in reading tarot cards. You might be interested in oracle decks or some kind of divination. You might be clairaudient. You might be seeing. You might be hearing. You might be feeling. You might be empathic. All of these kind of different things out there. There's a whole bunch of different clairs out there that mean like you feel things, you know things, clear knowing, clear seeing, clear hearing, all a whole bunch of stuff. Usually we have more than one, but one will be prevalently stronger in some kind of way. And I will tell you one thing here as well, because as I'm holding the card, I'm just picking up, I'm trying to catch what your spirit guides are saying and speak at the same time. So there's a lot that you've been through in your world. They're aware of what you've been through. They know a lot about you, everything about your journey. Not a lot, they know everything about your journey and what you went through, what you're still currently going through, the things that you face, times, I'm going to say exactly what Spirit is saying to me, but I don't know how you're going to take this one. The times that you cried and no one knew that you cried. Someone did know that you cried. Whew, don't make me emotional, guys. Someone did know that you cried. You were not alone during these times. You were never alone. It's so difficult to be on this earthly plane. It is so difficult because we are vibrating in this body at a very low frequency, and the spirit guides and where they are is a much higher frequency than where we are, and it's very hard for us to pick up on them, and but they are there. That's why people are constantly talking about, let's raise our vibration, let's get to a higher vibrational state. It's because we're trying to bridge the gap between these two existences. If we can do that and we can have a greater understanding about who we are, why are we here, this world will drastically change. It's going to take a lot of hard work, and maybe even hard work on your side. I'm just saying, because to raise the vibration requires a lot of different things that we kind of like need to be focusing on here. You might have a spiritual path here, because this card also talks about doing research. Okay, I love this one, it's so beautiful. Everything's okay. Don't worry, it is all working out in a beautiful way. That's where I'm coming back to some of the things that I was feeling here. I felt like there's a lot that you've been through. I felt like there's a lot in your journey that you've experienced and gone through. But I will tell you something, because myself, I've been on the spiritual journey since I can remember. I mean, I grew up in a household where everybody was talking about divination and channeling and, the seances. My aunties were all talking about seances and talking about spirit guides and things like that. I think I was about 13 when I bought my first book, that was Linda Goodman, Sun Signs. I was like so obsessed with that book. And I went on to numerology, Chinese zodiac sign, astrology. Been doing this since I was 13. That is what, I can't tell you how old that is. Okay, that's 37 years ago, guys. Okay, God, that's a long journey of spirituality. And a part of the journey of spirituality here, especially if you're going to start the spiritual journey, you begin to get initiated into the spiritual journey. It's not just what you learn, unfortunately. It's not just you're going to pick up a book here and you're going to start doing some research and you're going to go onto YouTube and you're going to watch a whole bunch of videos about spirituality. Once you get yourself to a certain level of understanding about spirituality around you, your eyes start to be, the veil starts to be removed, and you start to actually see, wow, there's a whole bunch of life going on here that I never really realized about. You start to awaken. Life is going to get complicated. This is a given thing. It's, for me, I call it initiation. Okay, life will initiate you, okay, into a deeper form of spirituality. And that can come in the form of difficult experiences. It can come in the form of things that you have to go through that you may not want to choose to go through. But because you're going on the spiritual journey, because you have to understand more. And what better to understand things than to experience it for yourself? So say you want to become a person who helps those who are maybe suffering from health problems. You want to be supportive of them. You've got a lot of these groups of people that come and they help people with stress-related problems, or they help people with trauma that they've experienced in the past. There's beautiful people out there who are doing amazing things for this world, whatever it means to you. A lot of the time they're doing that because they've been through it, you see. And that's why they become spiritual people. But unbeknownst to most people, when you go on the spiritual journey, you're going to experience a lot of things according to what your path is. So like with me, I did have an abusive relationship in my past, and I came out of it and I strengthened myself, empowered myself, became this person that I am now. I was not always this person. And that makes me extremely passionate about not only women, but men and women becoming empowered and being able to be strong in their own lives, because it's something really near and dear to me. So I don't like situations where people are getting abused or anything like that. It's so close to my heart. Anything that's got to do with that, I'm up and running. So you have to experience that to understand that. You know what I mean? So a lot of the things that are happening to you on your journey and in your life is because you may be even going in the direction in your life that's got something to do with this kind of things. You need deeper understanding. Life, I'm just saying. It says do some research. You need more information about the situation. Look into it further before proceeding. So with regards to this card, whatever situation is currently unfolding in your life here, go figure it out. If you got a situation where you got financial problems, go read up about everything that you can find. YouTube is an encyclopedia like we have never seen before. If there is something out there that you need to find out, it is on YouTube. Trust me, I've Googled the weirdest things, okay? Remember, YouTube is Google. It's the biggest search engine in the world. And there is information about your subject. There is somebody out there who knows something about what's going on in your world, and they have a solution to this problem. Go and figure it out. Go find out. The information is there. No, at no other time in this world are we in a place like we're finding ourselves now. We are in a place where the information to everything is just available to you. And it's only up to the specific person, the individual. It depends on what they're searching for. Are you searching for cute cat videos or, I don't know, the latest Marvel movie, you know what I mean? Or are you searching for like, why is this person treating me this way? And figuring out why. Or how can I overcome this financial difficulty? Why am I having a financial block? Why can't I create, what kind of job would be best suited for me? And going into things, whatever it is to you, whatever situation you're trying to work on, it's there. There are answers to these questions out there. Okay, trust me. Let's see what else will come through for you here. You've got speed that's showing up in your world here. This card is talking about actions that need to get taken. Okay, so a lot of things either have been happening in your world with another source coming in here. It's an indication of a lot of events taking place, a lot of things that are happening around you. But it also means a very fast-paced life. Okay, a lot of things, very busy. You've gone early in the morning, you're in the car all day, you're running around all over the countryside, you're trying to make it happen, you're trying to make that happen. I just heard Spirit Guides saying sometimes you're so busy but you're not seeing any results for this busyness. It's almost like you're trying everything you can to make things happen, but no matter how hard you are trying, it's not happening. This is a difficult one. You got to understand something here. When you hear, hey, you cannot stop. You're trying, and you're not getting results, you keep trying. That's how hard it is. Because if there's a blockage, like you feel like you're facing a blockage here, and you're like, this is not going to be solved, I'm just going to have to settle for my life being the way that it is, then you officially giving up. But the moment you say to yourself, this is what I'm doing, excuse me, I have a goal that I'm trying to reach, I'm going to keep taking actions towards that goal, even though I'm not going to see results. That's when you're going to get it right. And that requires faith. It requires trusting in the unknown. Okay, it's the hardest thing to do. The hangman, yes, you have definitely been waiting for something here. You're waiting to see the results of your actions. This can be tied to absolutely anything. I mean, honestly, we can be looking at any area of your life, whatever situation it is for you. It can be you doing all the right things in relationships and you just don't seem to get the results back from other people. It can be you working very hard in your career, taking all the right actions, looking for work, sending out the CV, trying to start your business, and it's just you're waiting to see the results of this. What the hangman card means is that it's uncomfortable right now. It's not easy in the hangman card. You're hanging upside down. Okay, your head wants to explode from the pressure of the blood buildup in your brain. Maybe that's what's needed. You know what I mean? And that's why you got this big glow around his head there. That means enlightenment. Interestingly enough, you got the spiritual journey here. And this card is about enlightenment. A lot of what you are doing and you're experiencing, as you move on and maybe get a bit older in life, you are literally going to understand how everything fit together. And you're going to look back, I promise you, and you're going to look back and go, whoa, it just all makes sense. You know what I mean? Everything that ever happened, even the bad stuff that happened, you're going to even say, it's okay. I don't want to take it away. I'm going to leave it there because it completes me as a human being. It's lessons I needed to go through. It's stages of initiation I needed to get through. And then every time I go through one of these things, I'm leveling up my life. Somehow or the other, there's a moment here that's going to unplay with this hangman card where you are going to see something in your life that you have never seen before. Okay, enlightenment means to put light into the darkness. Okay, there is an offer coming in here for you. You got the Ace of Cups coming in. The Ace of Cups means many different things, but the underlying main energy of anything that's got to do with cups, it means that this new start that's coming, this offer that is coming in, this promise of a new beginning, it's got to do with your emotions. It is either going to be something that solves a problem for you and you feel like so relieved, you know what I mean? It's going to be something that comes in that's going to change how you are feeling about your world and about yourself. It can also be love coming in, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But this element of what this is, puts your world into a place of peace. Put your world into a place of peace, and it makes you feel as if, you know, you can see the cup runneth over there, you know what I mean? It's like you're getting even more than what you thought you would get. I promise you. Look how this cup is overflowing. It's like, let me at least, don't ever settle. Don't settle for less. Don't say, okay, I'll just take a half a cup. You tell that universe, you tell this universe, I want a cup that overflows. Thank you. You know what I mean? And that's it. That's what I want. You put your foot down. You demand more. You know what I mean? Well, I want a full cup plus extra. You will get a cup that overflows. We have to be very careful what we want and what we say. A lot of this unfolding for you, when you see this unfold in your life, you're going to have a major aha spiritual moment. You're going to realize that this world is not what we think it is. It's not what we see it to be. This is basically a major illusion here that we're living in. And there's so much more going on. I will tell you guys a little secret. Last night, I was waiting for an important email, and I was like, where's this email? And I got so frustrated. I ran to my tarot table here, and I did this to my cards, and I said, am I going to get this email? Spirit guide. And I pulled out the card, and it was a page of wands, and it was like, page of wands means getting an important email or message coming in of importance to you. And I was like, okay. Within 15 minutes, I got the email, and I was just like, Spirit guides, thank you. You see, we are not alone on this journey. This one is interesting. It's a mindset change that needs to happen in your world here. The Two of Swords is looking at having a lack of faith in what you cannot see. Because as you can see, she's trying to protect herself from the whole world around her, male or female energy, because she's not sure of what can hold for her in the future. She's scared to trust that what is coming towards her, the unknown energy of what may unfold in the next couple of cycles in her life, meaning next couple of months, next couple of years, with the moon being there, are not going to be good. So she's afraid of what she cannot see because she is blindfolded. And once again, there's all that water over there. So whatever this is here, it is coming in for you. The environment even looks so much the same. It's like you don't see this cup coming in here because you can't see into the future, you see? But time doesn't exist, guys. It is basically just, that's why our spirit guides can see future energy. Time is an illusion. It's like time is like looking down at this table. It's all happening at the same time. So basically, if every card was a different time frame, it's all already happened. You're only over here, but you don't see these ones. But when spirit guide is in another energetic realm, they can see it all. So they know what's coming in. This card here requires you to understand that some part of your life needs to change here without a doubt. I'm going to tell you that. You might not want to be here. You might want to be on the land that's behind her. In between that, there's a lot of emotion. Okay, a lot of water. So she's also sitting down. That means sometimes she's not taking action. And this card talks about the need for action, the need for quick moving, speedy action. And yeah, she's sitting down. Okay, so it can mean that to change certain things as well, action does need to be taken from your side. And this action can be a change of mindset, a change of how you're thinking. It can be actions that you change in your everyday life, little things, you know, waking up a little bit earlier, going to bed a bit earlier. Going to bed a bit earlier would be for me. Okay, I'm terrible with that. And literally maybe doing more research every day, like it says here. Do some research. If you're interested in starting a business, the action must be different. It requires you to get up and do something. It requires you to get up and learn. Maybe go take a course. Maybe go find out more information on how to get something started. And the most important thing is not to overthink this thing. You know, when we kind of like overthink too much, we never get started. You should have seen, go back to my first videos on YouTube. Millions of videos ago, okay? And go see what the camera quality looked like. I was filming on this old Donkey Kong phone, okay? And the spirit guide said, just do it. And I was like, it's doing it, yay! I got monetized on this channel with an old phone that was blurry. It was small even, you know what I mean? And I just went for it. And I was like, I'm doing this. boom, and I did it, and it worked. And I could improve and improve from there. But if I let things stand in my way and I said, oh, I don't have the right equipment, I don't have a fancy phone, I don't have a fancy camera, I don't have fancy equipment, I don't have fancy lighting, I would never have started. Now I got all the things that I need, but it was a journey to get there. But if you don't start, if you don't take the first steps, if you don't start to get up and find a way to get across this channel of water to the land that you really want to be on, you're never going to get there. You see, you're going to stay where you are. So let's see what outcomes up here. Beautiful. Look at your Nine of Pentacles. Whatever this is going to have got a good ending for you. You have got abundance in your life here. You have got a lot of energy of being stable. Your fears, I feel like, about things maybe possibly happening in the future that could be wrong, because I'm sure you must have experiences from the past. We all learn from past experiences. Sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's also not good, because yes, past experiences can be negative, but at the same time they can prevent us from doing what's needed to get us to the place of Nine of Pentacles. Because Nine of Pentacles talks about independence. It talks about stability. It talks about feeling safe. It talks about being in a place where your world is full of beauty and you like the space that you are occupying. You feel very powerful in this card. You feel very strong in this card. You feel like you own the world and you're a powerhouse in your own life. It's like you take your power back, you know. And sometimes we need to take our power back, it can be from other people. We have to take our power back from other people. It can also be take our power back away from fear, because fear can take your power in one swoop second. Power gone. You have fear, power gone right there. And I've learned most of the time the things that we fear, which can hold us back from taking action and getting the results that we want, is basically an illusion. It doesn't really exist. Fear, what I've figured out is the things that we're really afraid of, even when they happen, we're really afraid that that's going to happen. It happens. And what happens? We just go through it. Everything's okay. You face your fear, you go right through it, and you stop there and you look back and you're just like, did I just level up? Yes, you did. You see what I'm saying? The Hermit card coming in here. This card can be an energy of you feeling, it's a very positive card. We've got Virgo coming in. It can be an energy of you feeling isolated in your life. You're not alone. Please, you're not alone. Remember what I told you earlier? Even when you feel like the hermit, even when you feel like you're the only person in the room, at your lowest points, when you're sad, when you're the hermit, when you're feeling the weight of yourself, when you're trying to find answers to your problems, your spirit team is around you. And if you're not sure, you can call them. You can be like, spirit guides, are you here? Hello? Literally like that. That's how you talk to your spirit guides, as your personality. You don't have to do anything special. There's no barriers here between you and your spirit guides. The only barrier is fear. The only barrier is disbelief. The only barrier is maybe I need to be a special kind of person to talk to my spirit guides. No, you need to be you. And you can speak to your spirit guides as you want to speak to them. I constantly speak to them. They know me very well, obviously, and I'll joke with them, and they know me with my sarcasm and the funny things that I say, and I'm sure they just go, oh gosh, they know me well. They know I can freak out for no reason sometimes, and things are not going the way that I want it to go, but they know me, and they know you. They know you, and you are not alone all the time. The answers to a lot of your problems here and any situation that you may be facing, you're not going to find these answers on the outside of you. Even though it's saying here, you're going to go off and do research. You're going to go off and you're going to do research. You're going to go try to figure out a way to find the solution. But when that solution comes to you, you're going to realize that the answer, it's almost like you're going to watch, say you're trying to figure out how to solve debt. How am I going to get out of debt? Let's give it an example. And you're going to go off and watch 50 videos on YouTube about debt and financial people coming in and advising, and accountants and bankers and whatever, telling you all these things. And the answers you need are already within inside of you. Only one of those videos is going to touch your soul. And you're going to know, that's what I need to do. That's the person who's going to help me. Because your soul will tell you, that one, this one, that's where you need to go. And when you do this, you're going to find the answers to any situation you are looking for. The Hermit, it's again going back. You got a lot of spirituality in your reading here. Going back to spirituality again. The Hermit literally means spiritual energy. It means understanding yourself better on the spiritual light. Interesting enough, I did mention like you're going to have enlightenment here, where you're going to see something in your life you've never seen. He is also looking for enlightenment. That's why he carries the lantern. But funnily enough, the lantern is not where he's going to find enlightenment. The enlightenment is going to come from inside of you. That's why the hangman's head lights up. Right now, you might be looking for the answers to solutions, or other people must help you. If I get this job out there, I'm going to be financially stable. If I find the greatest love of my life outside of me with the lantern, then I'll be happy. The answer is you're going to find these things inside of yourself. You're going to be guided from inside of yourself to get solutions to your problems. This is very good. Whenever I do see a hermit card coming up, it means feeling isolated, feeling kind of alone, maybe even being single, to be honest with you. And I always feel like it's a good card, because the card of teaching, a card of learning, is a card where at the time when you get it, or when you're in this energy, fully 100% embrace this. Never fight the hermit energy in your world. When it's time for hermit energy, it means go deep, understand yourself, go on that spiritual journey, become the spiritual teacher, figure out yourself, because it's not long here. From the hermit, there's a move that's going to take place. It's like saying the quiet before the storm. Whenever I see this, that's what I pick up on, the quiet before the storm. Utilize this time while you can, because there's a busy time coming in for you here. It's a new change coming up. Yep, got your Chariot card coming in here. There we go. You're about to get very busy. Got beautiful card reading. Beautiful reading. You're about to embark on a new journey here in your life. It's not going to be an easy one. It never is, but it's going to be 100% worth it. Because with the Chariot card coming in, we got Virgo here, we got Cancer coming in as well. It's going to be 100% worth it. This card takes you to where you are meant to be. The Chariot is taking you on your life's journey through all the thick and thin situations, the difficult times, the good times, to where you're meant to be. Ultimately, to a place of success, a place of triumph, of overcoming difficulties and getting yourself to here. You're definitely on the right road. You're definitely on the right road. You need to trust this journey. I would say right now, I feel like your life is in the calm before the storm. And it's almost like you're going to be in a very quiet place right now. Utilize that energy while you can. Do as much research on what it is that's any situation in your life that you're trying to overcome. Go deep into it. Learn. Education or knowledge is key in life. And there's so many people out there with information with regards to what your situation is. And they're going to give you so much information. Go in and figure it out, okay? And then get ready to get busy. That Knight of Swords, that Ace of Cups, and this Chariot card is an indication that you're going to be moving into a busy stage in your life. But the end result here is two very different energies. The end result is this energy of a life that you have never seen before. This is good. So let's call in your past on loved one, whoever they may be, to please come into this reading and give us advice and show us at this time either what Taurus must be focusing on, or what they must be, or what could be coming in right around the corner for you. So let's get in here. Oh, they're even letting you know you're so protected. Oh, this beautiful energy coming through in your reading. And you got protection, guardian, beautiful female spirit, ancestor. Drop your shields. Allow the energy of everything that has happened to you. Let this go now. Don't hold fear. We're going back to the Two of Swords here. That is somebody definitely protecting themselves. The ancestor coming in here is telling you to drop these swords, drop the shield. Allow the positive energy that's trying to move into your life here. Don't create a blockage now. Okay, by being in this hermit energy, you're trying to protect yourself here, or you're trying to protect yourself with regards to things that are not going your way or things that have happened in the past. In protecting yourself, you're also preventing the flow of life to come towards you. And that's also, we have to find balance. We have to be in this place where we give enough of ourselves in trust to the universe and to life outside of us. And at the same time, we don't let anything in as well. We don't just let every situation into our energy and it does whatever it wants to do. We have to find this balance. So she's dropping the shield. Do you see? She's not completely putting it down. She's got the shield there. She's holding it in her hand. She's just opening up her energy. So she's trusting in the universe. She's saying, I can trust in the universe. I trust what is coming towards me is good, is positive for me, even though at the moment in my journey it may not seem that way. She's totally trusting in the path, trusting in the journey, which I love so much. I feel like for some of you guys, this person was not from the country that you're in. They could have come from another country. You could have ancestors that came from another land to the land that you're in currently right now. They could also be from an island. Okay, like an island like Hawaii or New Zealand, England, a smaller island even. I'm just saying, okay. And they could have had more traditional beliefs as well in their kind of like world. So they could have either been like from different older religions or some kind of spiritual energy to them as well. Okay, interesting that it's coming up here with you being in the same kind of vibe, which is quite interesting. Usually our passed on loved one or an ancestor will align with the person that's kind of like them, or that they can see this person had similar experiences to me. Let me help them. You know, it would be like if you had a family member and you were, say, interested in music, and you got a family member who knows everything about music, obviously you're going to run to your family member and be like, can you help me with music stuff? I want to learn how to play the piano. And they're like, oh, I know how to play the piano, I'll teach you. That's exactly what's going on here with you. Okay, so this passed on loved one may have been very similar to you, or like the same things that you did, or did the same things that you do, maybe for a living even, or what you want to do is something that they did do. Okay, so there's some kind of similarity between you and this passed on loved one. Let's see what else comes through here for you. How interesting. Okay, you got to get ready for what wants to come in here. With regards to this can be anything. It can be love coming into your world here. It can be a change in direction, but emotionally it's going to make you very happy. So there's two very interesting cards coming up here. First of all, okay, let's start with this one. This one is called career change. Okay, you're embarking upon a career that brings you to joy and to abundance and the desire and what you deserve. So you might have a career change coming in here, a change of direction. You might leave your current employment and start a business. You might become a YouTuber. You might come into something like that. But there's a career change coming up for you. I feel like your ancestors, like, or your past on loved one, is like literally saying, do not be afraid here. If you even feel like you want to change the direction in your life with regards to career, that's what you need to be researching. If you need to go study, then go study. Go do it. Don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. The last thing that you need in your life is fear. If you can step away from fear and you can just go for what you want, you will become the artist of your own life. Yeah. The moment we start to take actions that are not fear-based, we become the creators. We become the artists of our life. For some of you guys, you might even be going into something creative, okay? Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. Do you know what makes anything creative good? This is a trick that I use. I do paint as well. I've got quite a lot of paintings around all over the countryside. I haven't done so. Oh my gosh, I must start painting again. Okay. And with this artist energy, it doesn't just mean now, oh, you must go paint paintings. It means what is creative in your life. This is one of the ways we drop our shields. This is one of the ways we can overcome fear. One of the ways that I do something, whenever I worry about something, I don't go sit down and just sit and worry and be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to worry about something all day long. I stop myself from worrying and I go create. It can be I come and record videos, or maybe I go into my home and I'm like, let me redecorate this whole place. Or I go in the garden and say, I'm going to plant some new flowers. I'm creating something. It doesn't necessarily have to mean you're going to paint, or you're going to sew, or you're going to design something. It can be anything that changes the world around you. When you do that, you are becoming a creator of your universe, of your world. And that's one of the things you need to look into. And the career change that might be coming for you can even have some kind of creative aspect to it. It can even be you wanting to be a business owner, because business owners, they are the biggest creators of all. They are the biggest creative minds of all, because they are stepping out of boxes here with regards to what is supposed to be done, and they're creating something of their own, from their soul. That's unbelievable manifestation. Okay, so there is some kind of change that you might even have in your life with regards to career, and I'd say embrace it totally. Even though I've been a spiritual person my whole life, I've been practicing spirituality, been exposed to spirituality of all different kinds. I didn't do this full time. It was something that was always just around me. I was always doing. I actually was in construction. I was helping in a business, helping people to build houses, not me physically, but overseeing different things with regards to building construction. And that is a very different world from what I'm in now. And I'm so glad I walked away from it, and I'm so glad I'm here, because this is what I was meant to be doing from the very beginning. And majority of the time, you'll find out if you're on the wrong path, you end up going back to the thing that you've always been attracted to, something that's always been with you from the very start. And it can be you always like music, it can be you always like business of some kind. You'll find yourself like a spiral in your life, coming straight back, leaving where you were, going on this long big journey, spiritual journey, back to the very start, and understanding it and seeing it differently for the first time. There we go. Thank you so much, Taurus, for listening to this reading. It's such a beautiful reading here. I've just noticed there's a lot of green in these cards that are sort of on the side here. That is a sign of unbelievable abundance. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Next week, we'll be looking into the first week of November. My mind is blown. November. There we go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.